My God, oh my God, oh my holy God. Hi guys, Stephen R. Ford from R. Ford Limited. A new project which has started, and this is the second video in regards to investing on the Sharesies platform. We initially, which is probably about a month ago, or could be less, and today's date is the 22nd of April 2026, and we started the account and funded with $100. And so far we have purchased these investments so far. And of course, I have to admit, I have topped up. These are not profit. I have topped up the account also in purchasing more stocks that we're going to be looking at in due time and topping it up accordingly as we see fit. So the investment we have just purchased so far, which is worth $236 New Zealand. These particular stocks that I have chosen, some of them I have chosen because they're paying pretty good return on dividend. And that's the reasons for that strategy. We have Accent Group, a New Zealand-based company. We bought some Apple, which we will consistently just keep adding more values to each stocks as we see fit, especially when we lose value and we see that the stock, say for example, has dropped, then we can purchase more at a much cheaper price, and that is a strategy. For example, here's a couple of stocks that's showing that probably need a bit of top up because the price then is cheaper, at 2% cheaper than what we previously purchased. Likewise with Eli Lilly, and that's a simple strategy also to follow once you start to build a portfolio. And each one of these stocks that we have purchased are listed on ASX, NASDAQ, ASX, New York Stock Exchange, ASX. ASX is an Australian stock market, ASX, NASDAQ, and the New Zealand stock market. This is just the beginning, but I needed to show you an initial beginning of building any investment portfolio that you wish. And we're using small amounts of income that we get to purchase more stocks. It's an investment process. So instead of your money just sitting in your bank account doing nothing, we're utilizing that same money and putting it into investment vehicle that we can accelerate the return. And this is just the early stages, of course, and it's brand new. And I think we're only going into the second month of it since we started. And I think it's important to understand when you start something, you've got to continue. The strategy that we have followed, or following anyway, such as, say, we also brought some crypto, be it Bitcoin. And let's see what's it performing. Okay, it's up already 5%. We can also follow that trend and keep purchasing more Bitcoin as it continues to trend upwards. That's another strategy. But I really wanted to see the portfolio, our investment portfolio, just to give an idea. A small amount of money that you can take from your, say, weekly pay and start your investment portfolio. Before we go any further, it is also important to join Sharesies, and there should be a link below this video to be able to join. And when you do join and do fund the account, once you have verified your account, and you can also join the account not as a personal account, but a trust account or business account, which is quite flexible. But these other elements, the business and trust account, takes a little bit more effort, and you need a lot of information to show the identity, the fidelity of your company or trust. But anyway, once you join, want to top up the account or purchase any of the stocks, you need to click on top up. And I would recommend to use the bank-to-bank transfer. This is in New Zealand, of course. It makes it easier. And this is what I've been using, because all you got to do is click on bank to bank, come down the bottom here, click on understand, and literally just copy all this information. This is the company Sharesies banking information that you put in your bank account to easily transfer money directly from your bank account into your Sharesies account. And don't forget, this is one of the most important numbers to put on your reference. This reference will show that it is you who's sending it in. This reference represents you. So instead of having too much hassle, they'll always refer to your personal reference. So that's important that you take note of that. Do subscribe to my YouTube video. Get started. If you need some more information, you only got to hit me or contact me. My contact should be below this video also, and I can help you along with setting up your account. And you start small accordingly to how much money that you can afford to sort of save or start investing. And weekly, as you can see here, this is only $24 Australia, $10 US, $17 Australian, $15 US, $30 Australian, $55 US. They're a very small amount, but the importance of sharing this video with you with the R4 Limited strategy is to build one. And as you build one, it's going to take time. It might be boring, and you don't have to watch it every day. And that's one of the key elements, because if you're watching it every day, I'm talking about watching your results, you might get discouraged. Because it might take a few months, or might even take 6 to a year before you see some significant movement of your stocks or your portfolio. But if you follow the strategy that we at R4 Limited encourages, for example, Australian Commonwealth Bank, it's down by 2%. And if we go and check that on your charts, for example, let's have a look at it, and you'll be able to see whether it'd be good to purchase more. Let's have a look at the, say, 10-year chart. It's up. Now let's take it back down to 5, and let's take it down to a year chart. Okay, that's where it is at this point of time. Well, let's look at 6 months. Now, it's not the end of the world if you look at the overall bigger picture. Commonwealth Bank has been trending pretty well. Higher position. We could have waited a little bit more, but in this case, we just wanted to get into the market, and Commonwealth Bank is a good product. This is their dividend yield, and that's one of the reasons we purchased. It's a bank. Why not? We're not going to put a lot of money into Commonwealth Bank, of course, but let me show you some of these other higher stocks. Then you can certainly purchase to capitalize on their dividend payout or dividend yield. This particular one is cross dividend yield so far is 15.15%, and it's an Australian company. It's only worth 34 cents per share. So you can certainly look at that particular stock if you wanted to start. Now, overall, the stock has been trending downward, and we're not sort of scared of that sort of process, because we know what we're sort of after. And if it continues to trend upward, then we'll probably sell a stock if it reaches these higher points, take our profit and reinvest it elsewhere, and wait for the stock to drop back down again, or continue just to reap the rewards of a 15% dividend payout, or annual dividend anyway. That gives you an idea. When we start an investment portfolio, it's a process. Again, as I said, we're probably already coming up to the second month of this particular account, and by showing you how to start can be quite successful. Do subscribe to our YouTube video. Message if you want to learn some of these simple processes to just take small amount of your income and start investing, and you control it on your phone, on your laptop or computer, and they're pretty easy and simple to do. But it's not a fast money making process. It is a boring process, but I can assure you. Okay, let's give you an example of that. Assurance. Let's say take Commonwealth Bank, for example. If we look at their chart, see, even though it's been going up and down, it don't matter. It's a growing company. And that's what you need to appreciate. When a company is growing, it's good. The longer your money sits in there, of course, you're going to reap the rewards of, it's a bit low, of course, 2.75%. But if you hold on, you're going to earn that every year. It's not much, but I'm not saying you go buy Commonwealth Bank, because there are other greater investment stocks they can certainly buy with a higher degree of return. I think I bought this one because of that reason also. Let me have a look. I think I bought it because it was down. That was the only reason I bought it. Hold on. Because the stock was down, and I believe in whatever comes down will go up. So I was purchasing this for capital gain, not for a dividend return. And again, I'm just giving you some simple strategy to apply. So again, subscribe to our YouTube video, and you're going to learn a few ideas how to trade successfully on the stock market. This is a trading platform, the stock market, and you can also purchase cryptocurrency on this particular trading app or investment app. And I put some Bitcoin, then I'm going to keep loading up on Bitcoin on this particular platform. However, I got other dedicated Bitcoin platform that is generating pretty good Bitcoin for us. But anyway, Stephen R. Ford from R. Ford Limited. We love you. God loves you. Glad to have you. Subscribe. Let's join this journey together in the investment sector. Bye for now.